Hello, and welcome back. So last week we got to Orzammar, found it in utter chaos. My father is dead. My brother is struggling with Lord Harrowmont to gain the throne. The struggle has boiled over into violence in the streets. And also I'm apparently a father. So we can't actually get any help against the Darkspawn until such time as there is a king on the throne. So we're going to have to resolve that. And because I haven't seen what happens when you do this, I'm going to be siding with my traitorous brother in this conflict. Pretty sure that the canon way this is supposed to go is that we put Lord Harrowmont on the throne, but, you know. Alright. I'm going to need to go in there later.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
Hello, Lady Ace.
What do you want? Are you a messenger from some other Desher?
You know me. You recognized me before. Are you Lady Dace?
I am. And what business would you have with me?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I'll bring these to him.
He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
How would I know where to find your father? I mean, the Deep Roads is pretty big.
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
I'll leave right now. Actually, I won't. I've got other things to take care of, but yeah.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient paragons. Have our traditions no value?
Think about Harrowmont's estates. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Marty here. And particularly the money I gave her. And for one thing, realized that the character just kind of accepted that Marty had a kid by him. It does put amount of time I've been away. I mean, it's been at least 9 months since I've been on the surface. But, I am just taking her word for it. That I don't know if the kid actually exists. And also, I gave her 1,000 gold. Now, physical money is usually untraceable, and actually has weight and bulk. 1,000 gold is a lot of money. And I don't know where she lives, but I don't actually remember what caste she is. Not sure if she's... But anyway, so 1,000... In theory, she has 1,000 gold on her right now. Better hope that she has a secure, a safe way to get to wherever she has a secure place to store it. because otherwise, I'm pretty sure there are probably a lot of people who could use that 1,000 gold, and, you know, one woman having something unfortunate happen to her would be worth them having the money. I suspect it probably would have been a lot better or safer for me to, for instance, go to a bank, and I believe banks do. There were banks back in the Middle Ages, and this is pseudo-medieval. So, probably would have been a lot better for me to take her to a bank. Be like, hey, I am opening an account for this woman. And with this 1,000 gold, which I mean I probably wouldn't be carrying on me anyway, because that would be a lot of bulk and weight for me to carry around. And on that note, I am going to do a little experiment. Item received. What did I receive? What did I receive? Remarkable topaz. Was that what I received? Okay, I don't know. Anyway.
Tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Interesting. What was that about?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
Yeah, I guess you have to be suicidal to go after that. What do you mean, gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
What were you and Ogren arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
I'd know who Branka was. I probably also know why she went to the deep roads, so why does Ogren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Branka was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
I should know that. Why did she go to the deep roads? I probably also know that, but...
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Sure.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got some nugs for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Cool.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs with providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Now, I don't actually know that much about crime in the Middle Ages. I have the impression that there wasn't organized crime, at least not the sort that we'd recognize. I feel like part of that might have to do with their propensity to use torture to get information out of people. Probably enough that if they capture one member of the group, they'll probably flip on the rest just to get it to stop. But in any case, let's see what's going on.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
I'd know what the Carta was. Take a good look. Do you really want to start this? I mean, yeah, I have a golem with me. And a man in full plate.
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Bunch of fresh fruit. Hey, Figure.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
I'd probably be somewhat aware of that, so you could start by letting me look around your store.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Let's see, is there anything here that I actually want? Oh, the Remarkable Emerald, yeah. I'll take that. Is there anything I want to sell? Not particularly. All right. Nug.
So tell me something. Do you feel pain when you get hit in combat?
This is when it squeals loudly and spurts blood about. This is when it feels pain.
Maybe. I've seen you take some bad hits. Don't you feel anything?
Anger, rage even, perhaps a little distress. Is this pain?
I'm not sure. I don't think I call it distress, exactly. It's more...
For me, it is more...
That sounds more like a bowel movement. I mean that sharp, stabbing... Like that?
No, nothing like that.
No? Huh. Good to know.
Nug. Alright, let's see, what is...
The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
This is so exciting.
Did you see that last fight? It was really something.
No, I just arrived.
Balin's definitely fielding the stronger team.
Eric, that's an interesting name.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
11 decapitations. So, as I understand, dwarves are kind of having an issue with low population. I feel like they'd want to avoid killing each other like that. I guess I know if he's related to Balin Duke, and I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Better believe I saw your victory last year. Nice one. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
Isn't that nice? Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
My money's on the twins in round 2.
I don't understand those silent sisters. I sure wouldn't want my sister cutting out her tongue and fighting Darkspawn.
Damn,
My lord Idukan, you've graced this arena so often, I could never forget your face. We heard you were dead. What brings you back here?
I'm a Grey Warden seeking Orzammar's aid against Blight.
Then I won't take another moment of your time. If you are looking to pay your respects, though, your brother called a proving to honor your father's memory. Would you like to take part?
Haven't decided yet. Come back later.
Don't wait too long. The proving will begin as soon as everyone's ready.
Of course.
This is a private area. Combatants only.
But random little interesting.
As you say.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Guards, remove this intruder.
What? Piotr Dukin? You don't recognize your relative? Don't want to talk to me? No, guess not.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight. Sorry, I was just leaving.
Fair enough.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
I'm game. What do you have in mind?
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
I'll come back later for some action.
I'll be here.
You looking at something?
Yeah, you.
Get out of here!
It will be done.
Greetings, I'm Duran of the Grey Wardens.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
I know who the Silent Sisters are, then. Who are you?
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a Silent Sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
Whose side are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
Then may both our efforts triumph.
May the ancestors choose their champion wisely.
So, you know that I'm a Templar, right?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. That doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really. But you've had more experience with the Templars than her. I know how mages can sometimes...
The Templars serve a function, and a necessary one. If what has happened at the tower proves anything, it is that we mages can be dangerous, even to ourselves.
That's one way of looking at it.
And regardless, you seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first, no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
So, one note. This doesn't seem like anywhere, near sufficient of a railing to go around, this drop into lava. Stagna. Hello?
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
I know that he's part of the Smith class. I wouldn't think he'd know anything about what happened to the king, because he's not in that group. So let me see what he gave.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Yeah, not really anything I want there. Here, have a diamond maul and a short bow. pretty sure his thing is talking to him about his daughter, and he doesn't want his daughter Dagna to go to the circle and study magic. So he wants you to convince
Ancestors guard my
to
son
not
from
do
evil.
that.
Mother's
Dissuade her.
For you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
Did I hear you mention your son?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Then he's almost certainly dead.
Perhaps his body could be recovered. His bones. Something to ensure his spirit is not trapped forever. That would be some comfort.
There are darkspawn on the deep roads? Yes, I know that. Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by darkspawn that way.
You shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want, which is basically... I don't really feel like extorting her for potentially returning her son. And I mean, that's obviously, yes, there are darkspawn on the deep roads. Then, yeah, he is probably, but I'll agree to look for him.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do, and that's what I'm going to have to do, because I need to find one of the lords to convince him to vote with Balin.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Lignar.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way.
You seem very eager to support my brother.
He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that.
So you approve of this, Chaos, or nah? Tell you, let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Okay, what? Ooh, Lord Vessel. Yep. Getting that. Zephyr. Yep. I think that's good. Bye now. Not yet. Right. Talk to this guy.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Why are you invoking a human god?
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it. He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Why would we want a human chantry in Orzammar?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
It's tradition. It's what we are.
Will you allow tradition to keep you from the path of enlightenment?
You think you can show everyone the way, presumptuous fool?
Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation.
Now, yes, you can do a thing here where you actually petition to get a space for them to have their chant. A little chantry here. But I don't really feel like doing that. I don't feel like this character would do that.
Yes.
Alright. Cora.
You're not welcome here, exile. I don't care if you're a Grey Warden. I liked your brother. If you need to speak to one of my patrons, do it quickly. But don't expect me to serve you.
Do you serve Balin?
Yes, and he disgusts me as much as ever. But with him, you know what you're getting. I expected more from you.
Balin tricked me. He told me Trian was plotting against me. Well,
Not much of a trick. Now what do you want here?
thought Ogren might be here.
He should be by the trash barrel. Easy to spot. Everyone gives him a wide berth.
Thank you.
I'll miss old King Endrin. He was a good man.
There's an ale out there with my name on it.
The surface must be so interesting.
Someone puked here. Barmaid, clean that up.
Afternoon, stranger. Looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
I'm Duran, the Grey Warden.
You don't say. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Who's your fighting? Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Thanks for the drink, but I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
Yeah, would know that. Being a dwarf.
Told him I don't understand why the Provings aren't open to everyone.
I'm coming! I'm coming! Hold on!
I really need a man to decide who's worthy. And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. So I'm curious. You've been living on the surface, right? Does it function any worse than Orzammar for having abolished caste?
You know me? Word travels fast.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard the Prince was back and had become a Grey Warden. It wasn't hard to pick you out.
Things are hardly equal on the surface.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
know how the caste system works, so you get to vote on the next game?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. The Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Would they actually have a concept of sin? I have news. Harrowmont is double-dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Why vote for Harrowmont who didn't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Hello.
Good day to you.
There's Ogren.
I hope they have a nug on the fire. I'm starving.
This, my friend.
I can't take it.
Just take a table. I'll be right with you.
That looks like a nug.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Interesting. Hagrid.
What do you want? Oh, I heard about you. The exiled prince, coming back as a Grey Warden. Put his past behind him. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
My only concern is raising allies against the Blight.
You don't need a king to face a blight. You need a paragon. The Assembly elects them, but they're higher than the Assembly. They become nobles, but they're more than anyone born to a house. They're what every dwarf with a spine not made of soap dreams of being.
Including you?
Aye, of course. Being a paragon would be a dusted sight better than this. Why do you care what I want? Nobody cares about what I want. Your boss trying to butter me up or what? If you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
I know that Branka is Paragon, and his wife. So.
There, now that's the abuse I'm used to. I still don't trust you, of course. Your boss, he's like the rest of them. I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
I know what technology. This sounds personal for you.
Aye, of course. I'm her bleeding husband, aren't I? She left me here and took our entire house when she left. Is that what you were looking for? Well, there it is. Fine. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
Alright.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
It's a simple present for a beautiful woman.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
Never received a gift, eh? I'm fairly certain I've given you several. And that'll be where I'll call it for this one. Thank you for watching, doing the relevant things with YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.